Hello and welcome to IdBeCoolif, where everything's made up and the ideas don't matter. Do you want to be freaking cool? Do you want to be freaking cool? I know it'd be freaking cool. If Deckard Cain was in Heroes of the Storm. Deckard Cain is from the Diablo franchise, old man with a cane. He's smart and he identifies everything and he is there all the time. He used to be part of the Rodrick, which is a sacred, people... Let's dive right into it. Okay, Deckard Cain's trait is respect the elderly. This trait allows him not to be targeted by towers or minions or mercenaries. No one will attack him because they respect the elderly. Okay, enemy heroes can attack him. Mercenaries, minions, and towers will not attack him. That means he could take out anything by himself as long as there's no enemy heroes around. I mean, it would take a long time because his attack is absolute crap. It does like 2 damage, but, respect the elderly. Jumping to the first ability, it's Identify. Ooh, didn't see that one coming. Cain identifies everything, and he's going to identify you. All right, what Identify does, it's his Q, the key Q. What this does is allow Cain to identify an enemy hero, which allows you to see that hero for a very long duration. Okay, even after they left your sight, you can see them for a very long duration. Great counter to Zeratul, Nova, anyone who is bursty, runs away. I see you. Like that, or tries to hide. Identified heroes also receive extra damage from the next couple attacks, so they're more vulnerable as well. So you get them. The other possibility is that it's just a really awesome scouting drone. So the talent scouting drone, it's like that, except there's no drone and it reveals an area for a long period of time, and it's a big area. Knowledge is power. That's the idea behind this ability, and Cain, he knows. Ability number 2, the Rodrick Cube. I was having trouble thinking of what this should do. However, this is what I come to the conclusion of. Rodrick Cube, Cain throws it out, it's sitting there hovering, doing its thing, and any ally or Cain himself can jump into the Rodrick Cube, and it acts as an ice block for a certain amount of time. The Rodrick Cube, whoever jumps into it can also jump out of it whenever they want, and then it dissipates, it goes away. So Cain can throw down this Rodrick Cube, probably a longer cooldown. Get in triple tap, jump to the Rodrick Cube. Get in pyroblast, jump into the cube. You're in a blizzard and can't run out of it, jump to the cube. There's many good things that this can do. It can protect you from tons of things. Just jump into the cube. Just jump in there, man. The third ability that Cain would have is Escort. You can target an ally with Escort, and they become your escort. Wow. Cain does not receive damage when he has an escort. This escort ability stays on your ally hero as long as they're in the vicinity. If it needs a little bit of a buff, you could give the escort a little bit of damage reduction or something like that. Let's talk about the first heroic ability, Scroll of Town Portal. Cain creates a town portal, that allies and himself can go through to and from the spawn area. So you're hurt, you go through the portal, get healed, come back through the portal. The portal only lasts a couple of seconds, whatever, again, 10 seconds, 12 seconds, whatever makes sense. Your allies can travel to and from. A great reviving ability and strategic ability. This can also get people back to the core very quickly. If your core is being attacked, you can town portal, and your entire team can go into the portal, arriving at your core to defend it instantly almost. Also, if Cain and your escort is the only ones alive, but all your allies just respawn, hey man, come through the portal, and then you revive where we are, and it's all good. The level 20 talent for this heroic ability is called Tome of Town Portal, which allows you to cast it on an enemy hero, just one, and a town portal swallows that enemy hero and sends him back to spawn. So, unfair fight? No, just kidding. You go back to your spawn, unless they're Falstad or a Brightwing or something. Heroic option number 2 is Stay a while and listen. Cain tells his story to an enemy, and then they listen, and then they fall asleep. So they fall asleep during a duration, however many seconds. If they are hit during this duration, they wake back up and they regain control. It's like a stun, except whenever they're hit, they're free from the stun. Okay, so what this does is allow your allies to reposition themselves to really make sure this hero will die. That's all it does. This heroic ability would have a short cooldown though, so you could use it somewhat often. The level 20 talent to this heroic ability would be Hello, my friend. And what this would do is you could actually cast it on an ally. This would put your ally to sleep. Same rules apply, except your ally starts to recover hit points and mana. If your ally is hit during the process, they wake up and they stop recovering hit points and mana. And last but not least, talents. We don't have all the talents thought of, but here's a couple. First one is Drop Satchel. If you know in Diablo 3, there is Cain satchels everywhere. He's freaking buying them at every corner store. In Heroes of the Storm, you can drop a satchel as one of his active talents. He would drop a satchel and it can do one of two things, maybe 3. What it would do is it would act as a health globe when ally heroes click on it, recovering health and mana, or it could give the hero reduced cooldowns for the hero or something like that. Reducing cooldowns would be kind of neat because then you could be very bursty. You could use all all your abilities, click on the satchel, and then you could use your abilities a little bit sooner right after that. The next talent is called Rodrick Staff. Cain's staff becomes a Rodrick Staff, causing his basic attacks to be ranged, and whenever he attacks, if he has an escort, his escort gains a shield. A little shield, temporary shield, kind of like Kerrigan's trait thing, except for his escort. This next talent is also for escort. It's called Uphill Both Ways. True old man speaking here. What this does is it increases the damage reduction of his escort, but Cain takes a little bit of damage in return. Another talent is Mutual Respect. Cain's escort also has Cain's trait as well. So Cain's escort also has Respect the Elderly. So Cain's escort cannot be targeted by minions, towers, or forts, or mercenaries. So you're both invincible to everything but heroes. Another talent is Demand Respect. Deckard Cain is invulnerable for a long period of time. Another talent is Poison Well. This is a throwback to Diablo 1. Deckard Cain can poison the enemy's well. So when they get it, they receive damage instead of heal damage. Poisoning the enemy well is such an interesting and funny talent. I would really love to see at least one hero do this. Next talent, Martyrdom. When Cain dies, the hero on your team that is the closest to respawning respawns instantly. This next talent is called Help! Help me! This is a throwback to Diablo 2. When Cain is killed, he ends up in a cage on the spot where he is killed, and he's stuck in that cage for the duration of his death timer. Ally heroes can free Cain from the cage by clicking on it, and then he's back. If he's not freed by the end of the death timer, Cain can either respawn at the spawn location or escape the cage himself. I'm free! What if one of his heroics is the meteor from the Diablo 3 opening cinematic comes down and hits Cain and blows everyone up? Stay up! Alright guys, that is the end of IdBeCoolif. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys have any ideas for Deckard Cain in Heroes of the Storm, please comment below and upvote the ideas that you do like. This was fun to make, and we hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed thinking of these ideas.